What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Dillian Whyte and Oscar Rivas. Dillian Whyte wins a unanimous decision against Oscar Rivas, and it was a good fight. It was a challenging fight for Dillian Whyte. Let me explain why. Dillian Whyte was caught with a right uppercut in the ninth round that sent his ass whirling, that sent us in shades of how Anthony Joshua hit him with that right uppercut. He was like, his eyes rolled back in the back of his head once again. He was able to get up and shake out of it, but you can tell his legs weren't under him. So it took him the rest of that round to get some get back with that particular fight, you know. Rivas, it tells me one thing about Rivas. He's a tough fighter. He was an undefeated fighter. And he has a chin. He has the will of iron. I think he needs to be I think he needs to be trained by someone totally different because he has the punching power. He's heavy-handed, like Dillian Whyte says. And Dillian Whyte picked him because he wasn't that guy that was an easy pick'ems, a cherry pick, a low-hanging fruit kind of fighter. He was that guy that other fighters avoided. That's why Dillian Whyte fought him. Dillian Whyte went behind his jab. Rivas tried to counter, and a couple times he almost succeeded, but he wasn't fast enough. He didn't apply his own jab. Therefore, Dillian Whyte stayed tall, kept him long, like Frank Bruno said, and at times used that left to set up the right hand, followed by the left hook. Live commentary was great, guys. It was awesome. For those who caught it, it was nice, very engaging. You know, Spilka Chisora was on there. I covered that along with this fight here. Fucking Chisora knocked out Spilka for 2 minutes. He was out for 2 whole minutes on the ground. I think that's longer than Pacquiao. You know what I mean? He was done, right? And I think Spilka's done anyway. I always thought he was done when Wilder, you know, after he got knocked out again, it was a wrap, okay? And I think Chisora just sealed the deal. But back to Whyte, Rivas. I feel Rivas is one of those guys, he'll be damned if he does and damned if he don't, because he knows he's that kind of guy that can hurt you in any given point of the fight. With the Bryant Jennings fight, he was able to get Jennings out of there because he stays poised. He always has power. Obviously, it followed to the 12th, and in this fight to the 9th, regardless of what Dillian Whyte hit him with. Dillian Whyte hit this guy with jabs. He set up the uppercut off the jab. He threw the left hook up top. He threw it to the body. He hurt him to the body. He hit him with straight rights. He did all types of punches, and he hit him with everything, and Rivas still stand. He still stood there. He still tried to make a good account of himself, but he couldn't do it. This was a very impressive win by Dillian Whyte, and again, Dillian Whyte's off balance, I see a lot of times, but that's probably a dangerous thing because if he ever catches you with one of those punches that he's off balance, he could probably knock your head off, you know. But he couldn't get Rivas out of there. He didn't drop Rivas. It was a unanimous decision, and it kind of reminded me of Wilder Fury, because Dillian Whyte outboxed this guy most of that round, most of this fight. Okay. Now, if Rivas would have had another knockdown and he had Whyte hurt again, and honestly, I think the referee came in and he did some of his British magic. You know what I'm saying? Because Whyte hit Rivas low, and it really wasn't a big deal. But when Rivas steered a little low, it was a big deal. Let's give him time. Now, I did catch that shit I didn't like, you know, but that's one of the perks of fighting in your own backyard, right? So, but nonetheless, Rivas did get him hurt again with a left hook. Whyte went back, and I think the ref defused that particular problem for him. Nonetheless, Whyte did stay standing. He did fight every round, and he won most of these rounds. So good job to Dillian Whyte. My prediction was wrong. I'm glad it's wrong, like I told you in my prediction video, because I thought Rivas was going to pull it off. But, you know, it is what it is. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Dillian Whyte versus Oscar Rivas. Where does Dillian Whyte come or go from here? He is now the mandatory. He has a deadline to fight the champion of that WBC, which is Deontay Wilder. You know, it could be Tyson Fury, but it is a deadline. He is the mandatory. Let's see if the WBC does do their job. Let's see if they do their job. But anyway, of course, please subscribe, guys. Leave your comments below. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.